Right, I hope everyone's doing alright and don't sound too echoey in here. I'll show you how to make a bird trap trip. One thing you are going to need is a cage. So I've already got this cage made, but there's loads, different ways to make these cages, simple ways. If you need me to show you, I could always do a video to show you, but it's just stacked sticks. You could do it tied together, you could do it with a cross piece, you can stack it up and then put one piece across, tied down, loads of ways of doing it. But you're going to need a cage. I'm going to show you how to make the trigger. So, stick wise, you're going to need a couple of sticks what's got some side branches on. So this is a hazel stick. It's got a branch here. Obviously the branch was longer, but I've cut it off. There's another branch there, so I've got two options, and that's kind of what I want. One of these branches on there. Then you're going to want a branch with a V, a good V on it. So we've got a good V there. And then one branch which is fairly long, thin and flexible. Now if you can't get a flexible one, just get a normal stick and you can either shave it until you can bend it or heat it on a fire into a bent position. It wants to be in that position. Right, so this part, it all depends on how big your cage is how big your sticks are. So cut your sticks long at first, and then once you've got them, then you can know what to do next. So what I'll do first is, with the one with the V at the top, we'll cut some of these side branches off. We'll keep the V at the top. And then we'll measure it to roughly the height we want it. So, don't need this log for cutting on here today actually. I'm going to hold it upside down. I'll still know roughly where I want it. So, you want to know precisely if this part of your V here is about an inch, and add an inch on to what you're going to want there. So we'll say that's where I want it. I'm going to cut that off. You can adjust these later. It sometimes happens. You do it and you realise, oh no, actually I've got to cut that on shorter or whatever. Obviously you can't add to it, but so we've got something like that now. Just a straight stick with a V on top. What we then want to do is, this one with the side branches, I'm going to cut one of these off in a minute. So I'll cut these smaller ones off. And then we'll decide which one out of those two we want to keep. So I think we want to keep the one which is furthest down because it looks a bit fatter and stronger. So I'm going to cut this off here. That's what we got now. And our trigger is going to sit something like this. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut this one now at the same length as the other one, just for now, because we can shorten this if need be, but just as a marker so I can hold it up. So we've got that there. This one here. The cage is going to sit on that like that. Right, so it's slightly too long at the minute, and it's not gonna go nowhere. So first of all, I'm going to shorten this top one just a bit, and I'm going to shorten this bottom one now straight away. I already know it straight away, it's too long. That's what you want. You see it flipping out? Oh, still a bit long. I cut it a bit shorter. Not much at a time, you know, half an inch, a couple of centimetres. But once that starts sitting there, yeah, that's it. Once it starts to sit there, and it'll flip up like that, then you know it's going to work. So, a long stick with a V in the end. I suppose you could cut a notch into a fat stick, and then one straight stick with a branch sticking slightly down. If it's coming dead straight, it'll still work. Now for the next part. Now the next bit, it depends. You do this several ways. You can tie this, you can nail it. Sometimes you can just push it in place and leave it, and it's alright. You want to get this bent, this is going to go in there. So first of all, we'll just try it. We'll just try it bent. Just bent like that, and then put in place. So you see how it is there? It's not held in by anything. It's literally just pushed in place. So if you've got a fatter one, what you do, you put it in place like that, and you nail it. Nail it through there and there. If not, you just tie it with a piece of string. As long as that's semi-flexible, which it is, we may be able to just set this straight away. Or we may have to change it. Well, I'll tell you straight away, I know I'm going to have to, where am I? I was wondering whether I'm going to straight away have to shorten this stick, but may not have to. I think I may have to shorten it, so I'll change the camera position in a minute as well. Well, what I've got is the one with the stick pointing down is sitting in the V of the notch there, of the fork. The bottom of it is held in place by the curved stick. Now if you add a lot of pressure, what will happen is it will pull your curved stick out, so you will have to tie it. It's not on this one, it's holding in place alright. And when the animal stands on that curved one, down it comes. I'll see if I can change the position of the camera and show you it again, and then we'll see if we can set it up outside. Right, so I will show you this outside in a minute. So, I've got our cage. And I'm going to put this bent stick in there. Just bent, no string on it or anything. But like I said, if this trap is if the trap's heavy, it's not going to want to hold. I mean, what it's going to do, sorry, it's going to pull this out of here. So what you would have to do, you have to tie it. Oh yeah, while I was here, I was going to shorten this one up. I'm just going to shorten this one a bit. Right. See that alright? So when that one goes there, this one goes in there with the weight of the trap resting on top of the weight of the trap resting on this one. So it wants to make it flip out. And then you pull this up and put that on the inside. Change the angle on that one if you want. Right, so hopefully you can see that. See if I can zoom in a bit. Right, so you can see what's going on there. And you can see what's going on down there now. Back ends of these are not tied in any way, they're just resting there. Right, so your bait would be put all at the back of here, and then when you pigeon, this is about a pigeon size. If you made it much bigger you could get a pheasant, definitely 100% you get a pheasant, something like this. Pigeon though this size, in this case we hold a pigeon, stands on this, that should then flip out and send the cage down. And this stick, like I said, you didn't have to tie it, you don't have to do anything to it. You can tie it though, I'm not going to bother, you can tie it though. But just its own pressure will hold. If you find it being pulled out, you just tie it, 2 bits of string, or if you've got thicker stuff, a nail through each side. So leave the nail loose, so it will still move like this.